bit. Wow, it is another Danganronpa Thursday. I haven't had the chance to post about this on Blue Sky yet because it appears to have been killed with a big hammer or perhaps a rock. So I hope that you knew that Danganronpa Thursday was going to be back so that I can play Danganronpa for you. Specifically Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. We have made it to the second murder. Our boy, our very small man, I just want to call... You know what? Forget it. I was gonna show off how well I remembered names by remembering his name flawlessly. I could not. I think Hoshi is in there. I'm gonna feel really stupid. It's Ryoma. Ryoma Hoshi, I think. Anyway, he got killed, so we're going to be investigating that. But before we do that, I did off-stream last time. I had the suspicion that I had been grievously misusing my monocoins, among other things. And it turns out that I absolutely was. So rather than replay the entirety of that first bit for you, what I instead did is, skip through parts that we saw already, but I recorded some footage of some bits that we didn't get to see, so we could go back over them on stream, and so that there's a continuity for the playthrough. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to load those up and do those before we get into festivities today. So, let's get back over here with Kokichi. I've been futzing with the fonts and stuff and the layout a little bit, don't mind me. I kind of like the pixel fonts for readability as opposed to VT323, as stylish as it is. That's a little muddy, whereas I feel like these are crisp and evocative. I'm just getting the videos folder open. So, will this display properly? Yes, it does. So, we got, so basically go over real quick. What I got in the replay is first, I got tons and tons and tons and tons of presents. I'll show them off when I get in game. And as a result, was able to actually max out Kokichi Oma's social link before the murder even happened. And also, there was an additional scene that I got for having an item that I got from the present gacha. So that's what we're going to go over. But first, hanging out with Kokichi. Hey Shuichi! Let's have a proper battle today. So how about we play a game called Burning Apology?
Huh?
The Burning Apology?
Yeah.
Yep. Beg me not to kill you while kneeling on a hot, burning metal plate. If you really want to live, then I know you can do it.
Wait.
I can't do that, I'd die. And that doesn't sound like a game. Huh, so you figured it out.
Huh?
Of course I figured that out. Then how about the steel beam walk? Steel beam walk? You walk across a thin steel beam and make it to the end without falling. Then you win. That sounds alright. By the way, the beam is placed between two buildings. There's also electricity involved. And of course, you plan on crossing it as well.
Yeah.
Of course I'm gonna cross it. I'm pretty confident when it comes to balancing.
It's a lie.
But that's a lie, so no, I won't go. He's putting a lot of effort into messing with me. There's something else we can do? I want a game of life or death.
Is that all right?
Kokichi, these challenges, the idea is if I win, I don't die, correct? Yuppers. And? Then why are we both risking our lives?
Why?
Who cares? We're gonna die anyway someday. This just changes the timing a little. I'm the supreme leader of evil. I'm used to risking my life. But you don't do any steel beam walking. Of course! What I said was a lie. I'm used to it at this point. So then, how about we just do a simple game of rock, paper, scissors?
Huh?
Rock, paper, scissors, isn't that all luck? But that's why it's fun. Shuichi, good luck on surviving.
All right.
Okay, here I go. Rock, paper, scissors. We both put out the same thing. I see. Again, ready? Rock, paper, scissors. The same again? How long are you gonna prolong your life, Shuichi? Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors. The same again. Ugh, I'm bored now. This is the bajillionth time we tied. Shuichi, please just finish it up.
No.
There's not really anything I can do. Fine, then we're done for today. Congrats, Shuichi, you're still alive. Oh yeah, by the way. Did you know there's a way to throw the same thing on purpose in rock, paper, scissors?
Huh?
Was that what Kokichi was doing just now? So that he wouldn't win? But what would be the point of that?
Because
You only have 2 events left. I hate lies and jokes. But I'm lying. You just have good luck, Shuichi. You got the same thing 100 times. That's not just luck. Maybe your detective's intuition's getting more precise. Well, you are the ultimate detective. Still, the next time we meet will be your last. Enjoy the little time you have left, Shuichi. I returned to my room, mind and body exhausted. So it'll all be over after one more event. Somehow, I doubt it. So that was the 4th Bond event. Before we get to the 5th one, though, we had a thing interrupt that. Also, yeah, other one, dude, that probably is a Kaiji reference. I don't personally know off the top of my head, but the game, they love their explicit pop culture references in there. We had a conversation with Mew last time. After, she tried to get us to grovel to her in exchange for her secret information about secret back items or backroom games or whatever, and then she tearfully told us. But this time we had a different item that we got from the present box, so the scene played out a little differently. Alright, I'll hear you out. What's a back item? So, if you have a certain item, you can play a back game sponsored by Monokuma himself. It can be traded at a higher rate, and if you do well, you can earn quite the fortune. A back game? I have a bad feeling about this. Ah, wait a minute. Is that item... this medal? It commemorates the founding of the casino, after all.
What was that?
What the...
Really?
You made a discovery that even I, the gorgeous girl genius Miu Aruma, couldn't find. How could I be bested by the beta of all betas?
no.
You came to me. I knew coming to you was a good idea, what with you being a detective and all. You managed to track down that metal/coin like I knew you would. I'm so awesome.
That being said,
Let's bring that metal/coin to that casino. Would you like to go with me, Uruma? Yes. I'm a bit worried about Monokuma, but I'm more worried about what will happen if we ignore it. I'll see what happens, just in case. Just as I predicted. Detectives get excited for casino games just like boys get excited for holes.
out of my way.
Come to the casino once you're done eating, and don't forget to bring that medal.
Okay.
Got it. Well, guess I'll finish eating. I'm hesitant, but I don't want to ignore it if it has the potential to be a problem. That's okay, right? And then, after we go to breakfast and have our breakfast exchanges and find out about the upcoming the magic show starring Angie and Timiko. Then, before we do free time, we actually go to peep what's going on with Mew. And before I actually start this, I need to put something to block some sound from the living room. 1 second. All right. There we go. So I gave the whole spiel about this. All right. I should go to the casino. I did promise Mew.
Shuichi.
Wait up, Shuichi!
Huh?
Kokichi and Kyo and Ryoma?
Fucking
Looks like this pubeless virgin was eavesdropping on us. As an evil supreme leader, I can't pass up the chance to watch you win a jackpot.
That's correct.
Ryoma and I have just arrived as well.
Yeah.
This place is pretty suspicious. We'd better investigate it thoroughly. Well, we can play some secret game with Shuichi's medal, can't we? What? Who came up with that rule?
Fucking more.
You, Dodoy. Who else could it be?
No.
But it wasn't me.
The fuck you
Quit
just
fucking around. I'm not playing dumb. I never tell a lie, because bears do not lie. That's not very persuasive.
Hey,
First of all, that medal is just a special knick-knack I made for the Monokubs. There's no reason for you guys to have it. Stick it in a slot machine if you want. So we can use it even though it's supposed to be a special item?
why you?
What? You mean I got fake info? Typical useless Mew. You would get jerked around by fake info like that.
Jeez.
Well, it's fine if it was just fake info. Not the reason I came here anyway.
Whoa.
Oh, what are you guys doing here? Ah, Kaito. Why are you here, Kaito? I thought you swore off gambling forever.
Hey.
Hold up. Why do you think I came here to gamble?
Well,
Would one come here for some other reason? No, you're wrong. I didn't come here to gamble. I just don't understand why the instincts of Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars, were off.
Oh, I see.
So you're positive you'll win it this time? Kaito, it's good to be confident, but not when you're wrong about everything, all the time.
What?
You take that back.
Don't screw around.
Don't you dare underestimate the instincts of Kaito Momota. I challenge you, Kokichi. I accept your challenge.
Oh,
He's so easily manipulated. So simple, like a moth to a flame.
Okay.
Yeah. While we cut here. Yeah, Celestia Ludenberg. I had a little bit of like suspicion it was going to happen in case 4, or not case 4, in part 4, case 1, whatever. Because like it just really seemed like off the bat that she was the one who did it to me. And I was like, I wonder if there will be some twist that proves me wrong here, but it's really a extremely brave move to have you play as a character for like 12 plus hours in a visual novel and then go, by the way, that isn't even the real protagonist of the story, and then switch you over to a new guy. I think it's very interesting. Anyway. Kaito, Kokichi, Korikyo, Ryoma, and I. The 5 of us each used our coins and competed at the slots. I had been roped into it before I even realized it. Who cares? Wait, why am I getting shoved aside?
come on, man.
You might rig the slot machine so it wouldn't be a fair match.
Huh?
What? No fucking way I'd ever do that. It's written all over your face that you would.
All right.
Well then, let's start. The competition was over in a heartbeat.
What? Why? But I'm Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
Kaito lost in a landslide.
Whoa! That was so awesome, Ryoma!
Winning at something like this isn't anything to brag about.
Against all odds, Ryoma won in a landslide.
Hey, do you have some sort of trick?
Nothing like that. Just got a knack for it, I guess.
What?
You mean you're lucky? That's just superstition.
What is it?
I cannot ignore that comment. Do not relegate luck to the realm of superstition. Ooh, my Kokichi senses are tingling. Kyo's about to give an anthropology lecture. For example, it's said that certain words or phrases will jinx a difficult challenge. This is deeply connected to the Japanese concept of kotodama, the power of words. Like saying green if you want me to go harder, or red if you want me to stop.
Say,
Please be silent. What? I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
so then,
Kotodama is a belief that words contain power that can influence reality itself. Speaking positive words leads to fortune, and negative words leads to misfortune.
right?
Yeah, like when you rephrase a sentence so it doesn't sound as unlucky.
I see.
Yes, when someone facing a challenge hears negative words, they might feel it is unlucky. That feeling of misfortune may then affect their focus or motivation, yes? In that case, the belief in superstition is what affects them. I don't let silly things like that affect me. I win simply because I'm confident in my skills. That's all it takes. I'm kind of mixing up these voices, don't worry about it. Yes, and words have the power to grant or rob someone of such confidence. Words are powerful. Truth or lies may both be fired as powerfully as a bullet from a gun. This game is called Danganronpa. I see. I guess you can't underestimate luck.
Hey, so
Hey, Ryoma, didn't you have any pre-game rituals or anything?
yeah.
Well, now that you mention it. When I was playing a match, if I entered the court with my right foot, it'd go well. So I did the same thing with this slot machine here. That's it. I bet your racket bends to the right, too.
Listen.
Please be silent forever. Stop glaring at me. It was just a joke. Alright, then I'll give it a try. You're so gullible, Kaito. Kaito.
Ryoma wins again! Too bad.
Serves you right. Why don't you give it a tug with your other hand?
Luck alone doesn't produce results as consistent as these, Ryoma.
Well, of course. If I was just lucky, I wouldn't be undefeated on the court.
You know, Kaito, you don't have any skills when it comes to gambling.
Shut up! My skills are suited for the universe. That's why they don't work on gambling. I can't waste them on that. That's why I don't gamble anymore.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
I took a very depressed Kaito back to his room, then returned to mine. It's really great. It is my favorite. I love her expressions when she's all like suddenly bursting with tears and snot or whatever because she got literally any amount of pushback. You have one more pre-recorded thing from the replay, and that's we finished off Kokichi's social link. And that happens immediately after this too. And then after we do this, we can get back to where we left off. I'm glad you came, Shuichi. Remember, today's your last chance, okay? I see Kokichi is just as chipper as usual. I don't know when he's being serious and when he's toying with me. Which is it?
All right.
Now it's time for the final game. It's this. Ta-da! Whoa, a knife? What are you... Don't get so antsy. Don't worry. It's only for the game. You know what the knife game is, right? The knife game?
See?
Place your palm on the table with fingers apart. With a knife, stab between your fingers.
Wait,
What? That's so dangerous.
how exciting!
This'll be today's challenge. This is fitting for the final game, isn't it?
No.
But this is really dangerous. What if we get hurt? What are you talking about? Shuichi, if you lose... You'll be beyond just injured, you know? You'll die. Kokichi's demeanor has changed. He seems far more serious now.
So that means...
I'll make the first move, okay? Kokichi spread his fingers on the table, then lifted the knife. I've never seen Kokichi so serious before. Is this what an ultimate supreme leader looks like?
All right.
I'm ready! He's so fast. If he can do that... Ow! Kokichi! Blood oozed from Kokichi's hand. I sprung into action and grabbed his wrist.
Wait!
You don't have to keep going. Stop. Just stay still. I'll get it. I found a nearby first aid kit and clumsily tended to Kokichi's cut. And all the while, Kokichi was... laughing. Laughing as if he were having the time of his life. Okay, I think that's good. What do you think?
Thanks.
Yeah, it wasn't a deep cut, so that'll do. Thanks for treating my injury, Shuichi. But... aw, man, I lost! Congrats, Shuichi, you win! But I didn't do it yet. I'm still the winner?
Maybe.
Well, I messed up. So yeah, you win by default. Plus, I already fulfilled my objective.
Huh?
Objective? To kill you, Shuichi.
That's.
But I'm alive.
But.
I made your heart die with worry, didn't I?
Huh?
What?
Hey!
After I said I'd kill you, I was on your mind the whole time, right? You thought about whether or not I was serious, or why I'd say something confusing? Even now, you're concerned about me from the bottom of your heart. Now you'll never, ever forget me for the rest of your life.
I stole your heart, so now I'm satisfied. I don't need to steal your life anymore. Why?
What does that even mean? Why did you say that?
It's a lie.
Because that was a lie. I never wanted your life to begin with. And like I told you from the very beginning, I'm a liar. I have nothing to say. Toying with me would be putting it lightly. I don't think there will ever come a day when I truly understand Kokichi. I reach out to him, but he doesn't take my hand. But in his own way, I think that helps me understand him a little. We got a new skill called Kind Lie. And also, Kokichi and I parted ways, and I returned to my room. We got these! You know, just from somewhere. We just got these from somewhere. You know, don't worry about it. I don't know why everybody's worrying about it. Anyway, that was the catch-up stuff. What I'm going to do real quick is, before we get back into the game, see if Blue Sky is alive again yet, so I can actually let people know that I'm live on the video game. Yes, let me real quick. There we go. Now, that is taken care of. My controller is plugged in. Now we can boot up the video game for real. I was willing to give myself the extra half hour because A, it keeps some continuity. But B, also, if the first case is anything to go off of, these investigation sequences aren't too long. And I'm not likely to start the case tonight if I get to it. So I figured like giving myself an extra half hour is probably going to be fine. But for now, let's launch Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Here. There we go. And how are we looking on that? That looks good, but I do have to move this window so I can actually see chat and my levels. There we go. Perfection. So, let's continue from where we left off. For the second time at the Ultimate Academy, a body discovery announcement sounded out. Those who weren't present at the magic show heard it and came running.
What?
What's going on? I don't know. I don't know what happened. We should break the tank, right? We gotta check what's inside.
What?
Break it?
Yeah.
Yeah, break it. It'll take too long to drain by hand.
Huh?
But what would we even use to break?
Hey!
Gonta, Keyboy, you're up.
Huh?
What do you mean we're up?
You're so dumb.
Gonta, throw Keyboy as hard as you can. Use that robot like a battering ram.
Do not mock me!
Who are you calling a battering ram?
Got it.
Gonta, throw Keyboy. Got it.
Got it!
Then I'll help too.
Please, wait!
Now, wait just a second. You don't need to team up now. Already starting with some great screenshots just instantly. I love that for me.
Ah!
The sound was intense. A wall of piranhas and water dyed red with blood rushed out. We watched helplessly as the area flooded with water. After some deliberation, we decided to start cleaning everything up. However, I made sure not to disturb the scene more than necessary. With Kurumi's expertise, we were able to clean up enough to start investigating. I've gathered Ryoma's body and belongings in one place. Kibo looks depressed. He was just used as a battering ram, so I understand why.
However,
He's been reduced such that he can be carried in one hand. How fleeting and fragile life is. Gonto put piranhas in bucket. Piranhas all got big tummies. Gonto think they full. Sorry about the Steam screenshot noises. I just need to give myself fodder for VOD thumbnails, and there's some real winners already.
Ew.
Today, Ryoma's fish food, and tomorrow he'll be fish shit.
Oh my.
Don't say such things.
Himiko?
Are you okay?
Is this...
This wasn't an accident, was it? Does this mean the killing game has started again? How? How could this happen? We swore to each other, didn't we? We swore we'd never let the killing game start up again.
why?
So that was all just a lie. You guys are liars. All you liars, apologize to Ryoma. He believed the killing game wouldn't happen anymore.
Unacceptable.
Your disingenuous tears mark you as the liar right now.
Did I get caught?
No, you figured it out? You've got a pretty good eye there, Kyo.
Hey!
Hey, guys! How's it feel now that you've got a second murder victim on your hands? Huh? Ryoma's transparent. Is my X-ray vision superpower finally awakened?
Rise and shine, Ursine!
Father!
Father, you don't have superpowers. He's just been reduced to a skeleton.
All right!
Finally, I've been waiting for the killing game to start up again. That means we can pull all this boring crap on hold and start playing the blame game.
That's nice.
You're raring to go, Mono. Ooh. Or, no, excuse me. You're raring to go, Mono. Who?
The hell you
Monosuke, you should at least remember your own kid's name.
Okay.
Monofony, are you okay?
5, 4. Are you counting Monophony? Why are you counting? Because 3. Seriously, 2. 1. Ah, she puked again.
You stupid
What the hell are you doing, you failure?
dumbass!
Listen up. We're here to make sure the killing game goes smoothly, capiche?
They're so
Also to keep me company. And new mascots present lots of exciting business opportunities.
Shut up, you failure.
dang it.
What? Me too?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, this conversation's fun and all, but we should really get this over with.
Cause Atua says so.
Don't we need to start investigating or something?
All right.
I'll get the culprit this time for sure. Hurry up and give us the thingy.
Okay.
You mean the Monokuma file, right? I also investigated the cause of death this time, so read it to your heart's delight.
Pops!
Oh, this is sort of unrelated, but I got a great business idea.
Oh?
Yeah, that's totally unrelated.
Got it?
Let's use this Monokuma file to start a funeral services business. You know how it gets awkward at funerals when you start asking about the cause of death?
And that's that.
If we pass out Monokuma files, even the worst deaths will get a giggle out of the attendees.
Well,
Well, Pops, what do you think?
They're so freaking cute!
huh?
Ah, cute.
I'm satisfied with this.
The way you pass out files is just so cute. Why don't you come with me over here?
Pops is gonna lick me all over.
Huh? Father's showering Monosuke with all his love. You think maybe Monosuke's right? Maybe Father doesn't like us anymore because we're not hostile and threatening enough? I think maybe I'll follow Monosuke.
So
So long.
Farewell.
So then,
In any event, let us begin the investigation.
but
Investigation. So it's really going to start again.
Actually,
I can't believe it. One of us killed Ryoma. Someone among us is sussy. Vent sussy among us.
How'd this happen?
No more. Gonta no wanna investigate friends. No wanna suspect friends. Gonta want watch bug movie.
then
Then don't do it. I'm not going to investigate either.
Huh?
because
You'll be fine if you're short a person, and I doubt a child caregiver would be much help.
Maki,
Wait, Maki! I tried to stop her, but Maki didn't even turn around and kept walking.
what was that?
The fuck is that bitch's problem? She's seriously not gonna investigate?
incomprehensible.
That seems rather irresponsible.
Yes.
She likely assumes someone else will take care of it. And I suppose she isn't wrong. But why would she say that now? She participated in Rontaro's investigation. Although I suppose Maki has been acting strange lately. I've been told she spends all day in her lab. What is she doing in there?
Jeez.
Well, I'll have a talk with Maki later. For now, we should start investigating.
Always messing around.
I'm seriously pissed we gotta do this, but it's our only chance to survive.
Right?
Yep, I'll do my very best too.
Because
Gonta and I have to work especially hard so we can regain everyone's trust.
You're right.
Oh, yes, you're right.
But we don't even need to investigate. It's pretty obvious who the culprit is.
Huh?
What?
Right?
Ryoma was murdered during a certain little magical girl's show, right? So I think we need to be a little more suspicious of that little magical girl. But she's so suspicious that it seems not suspicious. Oh, thank you, Captain V, for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Every little one gets me closer to being able to make little emotes for the channel. Makes me very happy.
Right?
But then again, she's made herself look not suspicious, so now she's super suspicious.
Hey, degenerate male!
Geez, shut up already. How dare you toy with Himiko's pure heart?
You got me.
You just said Himiko, didn't you? But I never mentioned her name.
You gotta be kidding me!
Ah, shut up, shut up. Himiko would never do something like that. I know her best. Right, Himiko?
No.
This is the part where you agree with me.
Anyway,
Himiko, can you at least tell us the trick behind the Underwater Escape Act?
because
If we know how the trick works, we can try to figure out how the culprit killed.
It's impossible.
Huh?
Not possible. Why not?
It's magic.
There's no trick to the underwater escape. Or no, that's not her voice, excuse me. There's no trick to the underwater escape, because it was my magic. How long is that donkey? I'm not repeating that. That's fine. Mioruma, you've got a foul mouth, lady. Mostly, I don't think that word's kosher to say. I don't know. I feel like it's a gray zone word, but also I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. It's fine. You understand. Himiko, in order for us to find the culprit, it's plain to see we need your help.
Cut it out.
My answer won't change no matter what you say.
Because I'm a mage.
There's no trick to my magic, because it's magic. And I have to ban a spammer. There we go.
Seriously?
How long are you gonna keep that bullshit up? Listen, if we don't catch the culprit, we're...
Cut it out already!
That's enough. If Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Ugh. I'll use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate male who bullies Himiko.
What?
I'm not bullying her. It's her fault she's being so stubborn.
Well, it's fine, you don't want to tell us. I'll just find out myself.
right?
Actually, that sounds pretty fun.
It seems as if...
To solve this mystery, we must first learn the trick behind Himiko's Underwater Escape Act.
We must do it.
We have no choice in the matter.
He's right. We have no choice. We have no choice but to find the culprit who killed Ryoma. This investigation is to save all of our lives, because we're risking our lives in class trial. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shuichi, you got a second?
Huh?
What's wrong?
I mean,
Before we start the investigation, there's something I gotta tell you.
alright!
You're my sidekick from now on.
Huh?
Your sidekick.
You know,
I'm more of a scientist kind of guy, so I'm not really cut out for investigations.
But that's a good quality to have for an investigation.
listen up.
Plus, the only stage fit for Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars, is the universe itself. So I'll leave the details to you. Pave the path for my success.
But
But I don't know what to do as a sidekick.
Don't worry about it.
I'll just make all the tough calls, you just gotta do what I say. He loves to make decisions on his own, doesn't he?
I mean,
So,
leave it to me.
I'll take full responsibility. Since you're my sidekick, there's nothing to worry about.
Got it.
Alright, let's get started. First, we gotta check the Monokuma file.
Okay.
Yes, right. Kaito making me his sidekick like this? Could it be? I'm scared. I try hard not to be, but I'm scared. I can't stop thinking about pain and sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. That's what I'm afraid of. Is he trying to help me?
Hey!
Hey, what's the matter? Let's check the Monokuma file already.
Okay.
Ah, right. At Kaito's behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. The victim is Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. The body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. His body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. No other injuries can be confirmed at this time.
Come on, man.
What? There's less written here than before. I've got a bad feeling about this. The time of death isn't written here. Huh?
Remember.
The previous Monokuma file indicated Rantaro's time of death, correct? The victim is Rantaro Amami. Doesn't say what his ultimate talent is. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 9:10 p.m. The victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected. But the Monokuma this time doesn't have the Monokuma file this time doesn't indicate a time of death.
What?
Did Monokuma mess up?
No.
No, this was intentional. Monokuma told us that he wouldn't give us any information that would reveal the culprit.
But
Thinking about it that way, it implies that the information would be damning evidence for the culprit. So that means the key to this case is the time of death.
Well done.
There you go. I knew I picked a good sidekick. There's one more thing in the Monokuma file that catches my eye. Ryoma's cause of death. It says drowning, but if that's the case, we might be able to unravel the case from there.
All right.
Now that we're done with the Monokuma file, we can get started with the investigation. My first command to my new sidekick is investigate everywhere and find the clues that will lead us to the culprit. He's pretty commanding, as I expected. We're gonna go detective vision mode because I wanna not spend too much time if you can help it. I should investigate the stage, I'm sure there's a clue there. When I stood on the stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. And only the front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. So the piranha tank had no lid and only the front was made of glass.
Hey, so
Oh yeah, that tank was from Himiko's research lab.
ah,
Hey Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know,
It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. Couldn't have been easy to lift.
That is.
It seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached.
ah,
Ah, Karumi.
It seems as if.
The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. It seems they lowered the batten, attached the piranha tank to it, and raised it again. I never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
That is correct.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it is probably quite sturdy.
This is the timer that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize it was also a timer to reveal Ryoma's body. And curtains. There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window to the other side.
What's the matter?
You want to check out that window out?
Okay.
Yeah, but...
It's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it is pretty high, even higher than the piranha tank.
Higher than the piranha tank.
Yeah.
That's right, there was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it.
Kaito quickly headed off to the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey, so
But you know, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain...
Hey man, why you not have your... what? Have you not had your hand in your jacket arm the entire time? I'm inattentive, maybe. So you can just barely reach the window with this, and if you open the curtain...
Oh, the window is open.
A Mario 64 hack called Mario and the Multiverse. I've heard of that. I'm not really a ROM hacks person, just like for not really gearing to the effort of doing something to get all that stuff set up. But I've watched people play that for quite a few hours. It's really a impressive looking game.
if the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
The culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much, but I think it's the pool.
That makes sense because we saw this window heading to the gym when we actually checked out the pool room the first time.
Pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere. All right, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
The window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something. This might be related to the case. I should remember it. I climbed down from the ladder to the stage.
Hey!
You done investigating the window? Then I'll go put the ladder back.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Kaito.
Jeez.
Shouldn't the sidekick be doing this?
He complained, but he still put the ladder back for me. I've investigated everything I wanted to on the stage.
We all done here? Then let's go.
Okay.
That's the stage. I already did that. The open window. I'll look at it from here, I guess.
Hey.
I know we just saw it, but the window was open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pool's on the other side, isn't it? Let's go check it out later. The culprit must have gone in and out of the gym from there.
In addition to that... Yeah. That's just to remind you, I suppose. A ladder. There's a ladder here. I wonder if it was used to set up the show.
Huh?
What is this?
That is.
It's the control panel for the stage lights. It allows you to raise and lower the baton. I see. So you'd use this to maneuver the cage. Am I gonna have to talk to all these goobers? Looks like it. Every single one.
How can this be?
Oh, wait, correct. We're just looking at the bones.
Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved
What
him.
happened?
Gonta, what's wrong?
When piranhas attack Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into tank, then Gonta could help Ryoma. But Gonta got scared, too scared to do anything.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta really sorry.
Come on, man.
A man shouldn't apologize so easily. And even if you had jumped in, they would have just eaten you, too.
That's true.
From what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta. Does it say that in the Monokuma file?
You know,
You haven't even read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta not smart.
Gonta not really understand it. Gonta not smart enough to be helped. What are you talking about? If you got the time to apologize, you've got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all.
Huh?
Information only Gonta know?
Remember,
During the show, you went on stage? That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Yeah, 'cause Gonta worry about Himiko.
could it be?
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
No, Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kinda surprised. Aw, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of a show. But if Gonta do nothing, Himiko get eaten by piranhas. Huh?
But you know,
Well, when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that's right.
so...
Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen?
Oh,
Gonta dunno. Everyone see Ryoma in tank when piranhas drop in. After that,
sorry.
Gonta should have watched tank better.
Dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
But this is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. If even Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick? I'm positive that mystery will be an important point of the case.
Hey,
I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored.
all right.
Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, cause here I come. We probably actually only need to talk to people who are immediately relevant to the event. So probably Angie and Himiko. Maybe Kibo. Ah, that's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage.
Angie.
I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then,
Do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
Nope.
No, I don't know trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with these preparations, right?
Yep.
Yep, we started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and stairs from Himiko's research lab.
yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
And I asked Karumi to sew the curtains, because I hate sewing.
Thanks, B2.
So basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show is a success.
No, it's because of all of us.
Was it really a success? By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Because.
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show.
So divine.
I thought that we would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Atua has spoken.
That's what Atua told me. So Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? And about the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep. According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. I see, then that means most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then.
And right when we finished prep work and we were about to take a break, Gonta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
When Gonta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
You know,
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
So we decided to come to the gym today before the morning announcement.
Thank you.
Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Ooh, I was so relieved when the set was intact. So no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got here. What's up, Shuichi? You worried about because of this confusing incident?
But.
Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Huh?
What?
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about.
Huh?
Nothing to worry about?
No, no.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. Angie's starting to sound more and more creepy. Oh, I actually can't. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Near the water tank. It's the large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken and it's in bad shape.
Come on, man.
Do you guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now.
But
Well, if we'd left Ryoma's body there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess it would have taken way too long to just empty the whole tank with a bucket.
okay.
It was a lot of cleanup. But at least we can investigate the tank now. There might be a clue around here. I should take a closer look.
Got it.
Yeah, you're right. Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank. But I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gonta said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. I can't believe Gonta would do that with his bare hands. Wait, yes I can. When I think that Ryoma is inside their stomachs, I don't even feel like eating them. Why would you even consider eating them in the first place? Only the strong can survive in this world that Atua has created.
Amen.
The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul so that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Come on, man.
Can he really go there looking like this?
But...
Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atua was behind those videos too.
Huh?
What are you talking about? I noticed it right as the show started.
What a surprise.
I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were prepping.
No.
More piranhas? What, did they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast. But compared to yesterday, the piranhas look super crammed in that tank. So they looked more crammed together.
Dear.
Water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many piranhas there were.
Oh my.
But anyway, it was super crammed.
What a surprise.
Super crammed. Jeez, we get it. More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. Or even though I know it says crammed piranhas, for a second I read it as canned piranhas. They Paper Mario'd that poor little son of a bitch. Ryoma's body's nothing more than a skeleton now. Not even a shadow of what he was. What the heck is this? Hey, is this really Ryoma? I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it.
Okay.
I'm certain of it.
Remember.
Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma become nothing but bones.
Damn.
I can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
Well.
The water filled with blood so fast we didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. This skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's.
Jeez.
I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to actually go and do it.
No.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaito. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was just jealous of us who wanted to live.
Huh?
What do you mean he was jealous? I'm positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do. So that he could have that reason to keep going. To fight alongside us. And he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple like good food or your friends? Damn it, that idiot! Ryoma's stuff. Ryoma's belongings are all gathered together. His clothes, his monopad, and the key to his room. That's it. If we use the key, we can investigate Ryoma's room.
What's in his room to investigate?
Remember.
The motive video. We should find out whose video Ryoma had.
Then you think Ryoma was killed because of that video?
No.
I can't say for certain, but we should check just in case. Although, he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now. The fragments of the broken glass water tank have been piled up. There are so many tiny pieces. Gonta and Tenko certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked, and there are small scratches on them. The cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. They must have been scraping against something hard or sharp.
What are those handcuffs? Were they in the tank? But I've never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from?
And that's true, there weren't any in the warehouse, so where did they come from? If they weren't in the warehouse, another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be he's a prisoner? Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the ultimate tennis pro, but also for the ultimate prisoner. So perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well. I think those were just on his character. I remember his little outfit having handcuffs on it. 1 second. While I pull it up. Probably other one dude, because they said his cause of death was drowning. So that means presumably he was put in water and then drowned. I think he was obviously already dead when he fell into the piranha tank, but... Well, I actually can't see it. I thought... Oh, no, you kind of can see it. I think he has one of those handcuffs on his cuff right there. I think. But I don't know. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. It doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. Then what exactly is this pane? Alright, that's all I wanted to see around the water tank. Himiko. I also probably need to talk to Kurumi, because she helped too. My magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Himiko!
Don't worry, everyone is smiling. I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic.
Come on, man.
You're still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
Huh?
But...
I'll protect you.
Okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Jeez.
Man, this guard is even more strict than the security at Idol events.
Still things to investigate. I guess we did throw Kibo into the tank. Tell us about it.
Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is... When was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious.
But
Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
You got it? I'm not suspicious.
dear.
I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me.
Kibo does have a point. I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
No.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. And that reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
So that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Well then.
Since the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well. Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Well, let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We followed Kyo backstage. Oh. This staircase goes up to the top of the stage. First glance, there's nothing particularly suspicious about it. There might be some trick to it, but only a magician would know. What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. Also, the staircase appears to have hinges on it, which is strange. This isn't a puddle from where we broke the tank. The floor around it's completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet was here doing something.
That's true.
Changing wet clothes?
But
How'd you get from the water tank to this space behind the staircase?
maybe-
This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. I'm not tired, I'm just having some difficulty catching my breath. 1 second. Not that. This. Okay. This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for? I estimate it to be roughly 65 feet in length.
Huh?
You can tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I am well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on the investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? There's nothing strange about it from behind, other than the large size. It's a normal tank.
I see.
All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. I wonder how... No, excuse me, let me try that one again, Shuichi. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
However,
I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there. That is true. There is a high probability they used the same route. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. Still things to investigate, really?
listen.
Since the show was used for the murder, we must investigate Himiko's trick as well. Perhaps there are clues here. There's something here? No, let's decide that after we search it. Investigate anything that stands out. Did I not already? Rope, bottle, stage staircase. Those are... Am I stupid? The fuck is my... What's my punch button? Oh, that shit does nothing. I'll be real, Chief. I'm not entirely sure what I'm missing here. Oh, I had to investigate that again after looking at the puddle. Weird.
Hey, so
How long are you gonna investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know? Come on, let's go.
Kaito.
Delicious tea. Are we done here? We're not.
Hey,
You were helping set up the show, right, Kurumi? Did you hear anything about the trick?
I do not agree.
No, I did not hear a word. Furthermore, my help consisted of sewing the banner and curtains, so I do not know the details of her trick.
well,
I see. Looked at that already. Looked at all this. I technically look at that down there, but I can look at it from up here too, I suppose. Are they really gonna make me just talk to everyone? Alright.
Like I thought.
If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? With the way she is, how do we convince her? Oh, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage her show?
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's happened before, probably.
Hey!
Hey, Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me. That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
You know,
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta capture you guys last night. The hell was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
got it.
Oh yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on.
How did Miyu escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
why you?
Chop chop, you slimy shit! Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyo, Sumugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later.
From the gym, right?
okay.
Exactly. And Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember correctly.
We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into the nighttime, around 11 p.m.
I see.
So from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are Kirumi, Maki, me, and Ryoma.
I see you learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is the insect meet and greet bullshit?
Why?
By the way, Miu, how were you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon. And let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
A secret woman weapon?
Wait!
Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Is she trying to laugh it off?
Come on, man.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out.
You're right.
You're probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial.
Going to watch bug movie. Miu Iruma show going to bug movie. Very big bug movie.
I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now.
Well, our investigation's over, so who's the culprit?
No.
I can't say for certain yet. There's other places I need to investigate.
Come on, man.
What? You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. So where else do we gotta investigate?
That's...
First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at.
that's true.
After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. Then, I want to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. I've deduced that the handcuffs we found in the water tank probably came from there.
Is that everything?
Last of all, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue.
So we've still got a lot to do then, huh? Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's gonna be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
Right.
Ah, alright.
Don't screw around.
What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless?
Is there a right way to respond to that? Let's get the fuck out of here. We gotta go to the Poogle. And I'm gonna look around for hidden Monokumas. Oh, if you was a hidden Monokuma, you'd want to be in my inventory so bad. Hidden Monokuma's over there? No. Wait. No. I'm stupid, don't mind me. Though I am gonna peek around here. Oh. No. They hate me. Oh, I meant to show while we're doing this, actually. So I mentioned last time that I spent my monocoins like a real dipshit idiot by doing those big gambles. I found out the thing you're supposed to do is just use them at the monocoin machine one at a time. And something like this will happen. So yeah, I'm good for presents for the foreseeable future. Funnily enough, this is the item that gave us that extra bonus scene that I showed off in the, before we got back to the case. Yeah. That's really, that's really everything I want to show out. I will save, though, while we're here. Because we have been at this part for about an hour now. Or close enough to it, anyway. I could fast travel to the pool, but I like walking through the school. I don't know. It's grounding. I feel like it's a little too. I've honestly, this part has grown on me significantly. I feel like if I just fast traveled everywhere, it'd be a little too Phoenix Wright-y for me. It gives me a moment to rest my voice also that I foolishly used to talk when I could be not saying anything. So, some new things in here since last time we looked. There's something floating in the pool. Looks like a little piece of fabric.
It's just trash, right? Nothing to be worried about.
You know,
We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash.
Yeah, but... Perhaps it's just my intuition, but it does bother me. I should learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition is the ultimate detective. There's an inner tube. That's not his voice, that's a different guy's voice. There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks like a big, sturdy rubber one.
I see.
Let me guess, some idiots didn't clean up after themselves.
Rise and shine or sign.
I'm developing a sense of how... So my thinking, 'cause I didn't mention having a theory for the crime this time, because I really don't. But this is kind of actually illustrating something that was kind of niggling at me, which is I think that Ryoma must have drowned in this pool. And he was moved because it's only a shallow amount of water, but also, like, if you handcuffed him and just threw him face down to the pool, like, that would be enough if he couldn't actually, like, roll over or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be deep enough to swim, it just to be deep enough to submerge him in, and him not have the ability to, like, get out. But noticing the inner tube there with the rope makes me feel like the way that he was moved to the other room must have been through using a, like, counterweighted pulley mechanism or something. With, because we had the entrance through the window that looked like something had scraped it. And then they have the batten for the light that's powered and operated and can hold a significant amount of weight. And then we have like 65 feet of rope. So I feel like they somehow made a pulley mechanism to hoist the dead Ryoma from the pool and into the piranha tank. Is where I'm coming in at. Anyway. Don't look at us. I don't like water. I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. It makes losing weight a nightmare.
I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun.
You know, Motivate might be onto something. I kind of want to go in the pool now.
I'll do it.
Yeah, who cares about losing weight?
Stupid.
Idiots, we're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Monocubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around.
Dumbass.
If you don't get it, I'll throw y'all into the pool myself.
Please don't.
Monosuke, please stop. Can't we all just get along?
What?
You saying if we don't get along, I'll end up like Monokid?
So long. Farewell.
So then, it was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Monocubs? Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the... Oh, it's Kaito, excuse me. Wait 1 second. Where's the... This matters. What's the transcript button?
So then, it was one of us who put the inner tube there, not the Monocubs? Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case.
1 second. Isn't related to the case. If we're just for playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. Sorry about that. 1 second, I have to close my door again. Oh. Exertion noises as I sit back down in my chair. The things that happen as you turn into a late 20-something. The last of my tea has been drunk and it's only 9 p.m. Kill me. It's a monitor for communicating with us. They really are everywhere. They want us to know we're under their control. But it doesn't have any surveillance equipment to spy on us. And that seems to have some rope on it too. It's a large diving board. It looks like something you'd find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed. Are you sure about that? Is that just the... I guess that could just be support structure. It looks kind of like it has ropes or something tied in there. I don't know. It's also not rendered in very high detail, so maybe it doesn't matter. The pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh? Is that an electric air pump? You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything here worth inspecting. However, there's an air pump. This doesn't look like a normal school pool, more like a pool at a resort. The pool's deep, but it isn't filled with water all the way. Still plenty of water to swim in. Oh, it is plenty of water to swim in, so yeah, you could easily drown him then if he was completely immobile. The water level hasn't changed, but I can see something floating in it. My thinking is also because he had the crack on his skull, if he was pushed from the diving board and cracked his skull on the thing, and as a result wasn't able, like he was knocked out by that and then died of drowning because he was unconscious in the water. Oh, well, what else? Oh, right, the window up here. This building is the school building. That must mean the window goes somewhere. Most of the windows are blocked off, but that one looks normal. What room has that window? That's a point of interest. Actually, check the map. I don't think that's going to be very helpful. Except, that's the third floor. What's on the second floor? And nothing is connected to it on the second floor nominally. What are you two doing there? Well, I can't go there yet anyway. Kaito, talk to you. So this is the pool. Not much like a school pool. So that window we investigated above the stage in the gym connects here, right?
Alright!
The culprit probably got in and out from here. All right, investigate every nook and cranny. You're not gonna do it yourself? Oh, right, this window in the school rules. Let's look at the school rules first. Some pool rules are posted here. There's one that I find peculiar. There's also some specifications written here. Pool is 82 feet in length, 39 feet wide. Pool side is 13 feet on each end, and the left and right sides are 8 feet each. There's something bothering me about the pool rules. They say... Oh! No jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime.
Whoa!
Whoa, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car or a train, that's on you.
No, no, no.
But the pool is off limits at nighttime. See? No swimming at nighttime.
That's...
That would be a violation, right?
Hey,
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exisals.
What?
You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive. Yeah, which makes me think that he was, like, pushed into the pool sometime before nighttime last night. And then was left there and drowned, and he was dumped in the piranha tank this morning as part of the thing. Which makes me think that in all likelihood, because they were clear about the no one would have been in the gym in the gym at least before the magic crew got there, that in all likelihood whoever killed Ryoma is someone who doesn't have an alibi for, at the very least, the period of time that was occupied by bug meet and greet, by insect meet and greet. Which would be Miu, Kaito, Ryoma, who's dead, Kibo, and Korikio, I think. I feel like the murderer is one of those people. Because that is the time at which it seems like it makes the most sense for the killing to have happened. You can see the gym's window over there.
And that's the window we investigated from the top stage in the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder.
Okay.
I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage.
If that's the case, then it might have been hard for someone to have gone through there.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right.
Hey, so
Hey, Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? We got all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here.
But
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to the case.
no.
But you know, if the inner tube is related to the case, the culprit's pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up?
So
Just leaving it sitting out like that? Don't you think that's straight up careless?
no.
No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around that you could use to get the inner tube.
Remember.
The water level's so low you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
But you know.
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? Oh, that's right, they couldn't get in the water.
Couldn't get in the water. Yeah, I suppose you could think of it that way. Realistically, I think the reason, like, independent of it being inaccessible, I think the reason that the killer couldn't clean up the tube is because they needed it to move Ryoma to the place he ended up.
Well, we can't stay here forever, right? Let's go check out the other places.
Actually, honestly, another way that would make sense if you were trying to drown Ryoma in the pool is if you stuck him head down in the inner tube with his wrists cuffed, and just, watched and waited for a bit.
All right.
No time to waste, isn't that right, sidekick?
You're right.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Kaito's pretty sussy. Especially because there were 2 or 3 lines of dialogue last episode where Shuichi was like, boy, I really got my ass bit for trusting my new friend. But that could also be a red herring, because it does seem like it would be kind of silly to signal to you so aggressively that guy is definitely the killer before the case has even really started. So, we want to go back in here. Honestly, for Danganronpa, I don't know that it makes a huge difference, to be completely real with you. Because, you have a mix of killers who completely suck ass and ones who don't at all. But I think also part of the thing, though, is also with the good murder mystery, right? Is that you need, for a culprit to feel like they have weight, it has to be someone who you at least feel a little bad about the possibility that it's them, right? Or that, you can... That's not where I want to go. Oh, wait, is this window... No, neither of those are the window that goes out there. So that window probably does connect to the Tennis Pro Lab. Maybe. If I'm right, in the Ultimate Tennis Pros Lab, if I'm right, then the handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here. And if the handcuffs came from here, that means the culprit was here as well. They may have left a trace of evidence. This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs. We should take care of that problem first. This net was fuckled. Actually, honestly, I can't even really look at most of this shit. Is this anything, or is this just try to exit? Yeah, let's just try to exit. We'll investigate this for completeness. It's a monitor for communicating with us. It doesn't matter. Kaito.
Hey, so
So you think the handcuffs in the tank were from here, right? Let's check it out. Oh. Also, as you saw that little coin that just popped up when I smacked that shit. This is how I can get. This is a way I didn't last time, but a way I can get monocoins from the environment to roll the present gacha more. Is to clean up these rooms by slapping shit. And these all this stuff resets whenever you like leave a room or press a button to reset the room. So it's kind of honestly, it's kind of just a bottomless well of tokens if you're patient. I'm not gonna spend any time doing that on stream though. I might honestly do a thing of like, for the daily life segments, right? Do a thing where I like just do it normal on stream and then do like the kind of like grindy version off stream, and then just if I see anything new, you know, do the highlight reel like I did this time. This is the first time I've been in here. It's a shower room, but it feels less like the ultimate tennis pros, and more like the ultimate prisoner's lab.
hey, so
You think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel a shower just for that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think they did. Jeez, Monokuma's got bad taste. Well, we already knew that. So, missing pair of handcuffs. There they are. Look, Kaito, handcuffs hanging on the wall. Oh, they look like the ones in the tank. Wait, are they the same?
Because,
I think so. Here, look.
remember,
See, one empty hook? The handcuffs we found must have been hung here. That means the culprit was definitely here. Honestly, you can't actually really even inspect a ton of the stuff in here. A sink. Pretty big stone sink. You could fill it up with a lot of water. What's this? Scratches on the stone, like something was scraped against it.
so
You're right. What made them? These scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. That is interesting. Scratch sink has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be? There was that one window I could see from the pool area. This might be it. I'm gonna open it and check.
just as I suspected,
Yes, this is definitely it.
the window you can see from the pool is the window to Ryoma's lab.
I don't know why the script and the voice acting script are different here.
third floor's high up, but if they aimed well, they could reach the pool. But Monokuma said you can't go in the pool at nighttime, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exhaust. You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yep. Because that hasn't happened yet, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive.
But you know,
Why'd he say no one alive?
Is that alright?
I believe that he hinted that a dead person wouldn't be considered breaking the rules. Which means it's possible that a dead body was in the gym or the pool at nighttime.
you know,
So there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed? But you know, there's no point carrying his body there if you can't even get in. I don't know if it's safe to say that there was no point. Wait a sec, what's this?
hey, so
Hey, look, there's weird scratches on the window frame.
Right.
Yeah, it's as if something scraped against it. These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym's window frame. I'm positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. The window frame is sturdy as well. The gym's window frame was the same way. It looks like it would hold even with a lot of weight on it.
Shuichi,
Now you understand, right, Shuichi?
got it.
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue.
Kaito Momota,
It's all a day's work for Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars. I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that. We came here to confirm my suspicion about the handcuffs found in the tank. We found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab, there are too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. It must be important evidence.
Hey!
It seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident.
All right!
Alright, then on to the next place. There's no point staying here.
Okay.
Hey, so...
So where should we go?
Whoa!
Oh! As he came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground.
Hold up!
The hell? Something caught my leg!
That's...
Ah, it looks like a cable.
Ah,
Is this for the tennis net? Man, whoever left this here should have put it in the corner. Wait, the tennis net? I see, so that's why this room felt odd. I should investigate this in detail. I was right, that should be sagging. Put that dang old cord out. The reason I thought this room felt off is because of the net. When I came here last time, the tennis net was up,
okay.
but now the cable has been removed. So, like, someone took the cable off? Why would they do that?
Hey,
Kaito, can you help me? I want to measure how long this cable is. No need, just about 50 feet long.
huh?
What? Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long the cable is. You were in the tennis club?
that's right.
That's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like that.
Hey,
Did you know Ryoma from before?
Ah,
I never met him, but I heard a lot about him.
you know...
I mean, these days, there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. He's been a tennis legend since middle school. He was like a hero to every tennis kid.
Jeez.
And then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. And that pissed me off so much, I ended up being too hard on him.
Damn.
Regretting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do.
So...
So what's suspicious about the length of the cable? Did something about it bother you?
no.
Nothing specific, it was just checking. So detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking a young wife. What is that analogy? Alright, I've searched the whole area now. I should move on to the next one. I didn't see what that last bit was. One second. There are still other places left to search. Yeah. Sorry, I have to make goo goo gaga noises sometimes because I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And the idea of words themselves meaning anything just fades from my mind. It's still painted on.
Okay.
Alright, you son of a gun of a... Kurumi! What are you doing here, Kurumi?
Do you agree?
We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person, yes? As she spoke, she glanced toward Maki. Ah, so you're staying with Maki.
Got it.
That's good thinking. Hey, once we're done with the trial, can I get a massage?
May I?
But of course. Since you are here, Shuichi, may I ask you a question? The time of death is not provided, so I'm questioning everyone in order to determine that.
What do you think?
When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive? Right before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening.
So...
The last time I saw him was way before then. I didn't see him at all yesterday, actually. Then you are fine, Kaito. What's important is the last time someone witnessed him alive.
Hey,
The last time someone witnessed Ryoma alive.
That is correct.
Gonta was the last one to see him alive, around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him using his Shikuchi method.
So Ryoma was still running around after I got captured.
Yes, of course.
Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta. In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible.
Yes.
Yes, we at least know that Ryoma was alive until yesterday around 8 p.m. Which again means functionally for us, this is proof that the only time someone could have reasonably killed him was during insect meet and greet. Which means everyone who was there for insect meet and greet is clear. So our suspects again are Kyo, Kaito, Kokichi, Miu, and I don't know, Maki, I guess? I think that's everyone. Maki!
Hey,
Maki, what are you doing here?
um,
Earlier, you said that you weren't going to help us investigate. Were you serious about that?
So what?
You'll be fine even if I don't help, right? You're the detective, not me. Or do you think you can't solve this case on your own? That's completely different. This is... That's pretty harsh, but my sidekick is working his ass off. Sidekick?
Got it.
Yep, Shuichi's my sidekick now.
Hey,
Shouldn't it be the other way around? The dumb one should be the sidekick. The dumb one? I'm more of a scientist type of guy, so this stuff isn't really my thing.
well,
Wouldn't being a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
You know,
More importantly, why have you been here the whole time? There a reason?
like I'd know.
Why do you care?
no.
Because it's bothering me. You've been in here ever since this room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters.
I don't understand.
Is this an interrogation?
No.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. If this has nothing to do with the case, please tell me so.
Hey,
It's true that you don't have to help us if you don't want to.
is that alright?
You should at least cooperate with our investigation,
Because...
because all of our lives are on the line.
Is that so?
Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. I've only gone back to my dorm at night to shower, including last night.
Hey,
Then I can ask you this. Did you see Gonta at all last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night trying to capture all of us.
why?
How were you able to avoid being caught?
I see.
Gonta did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, if you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue. That's all. So Gonta got scared off by that? Well, I guess he would hold back against a girl. As I listened to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? What reason did she have for that?
Hey,
Are we done here? You're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything. Okay, I'm done here. Huh? You are?
that's right.
Well, her alibi is a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me.
Hey, so
But if you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay?
I believe in you.
He's my sidekick, you know? He's pretty good. I like the little, I don't know if it's supposed to be a fangy or if she's like a curly lip or whatever, but like her specific, like, she's doing a little bit of a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff kind of mouth shape there. In like most of her expressions. In the end, the only thing we were able to get out of Maki was that she was here the whole time. But no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later. All important testimony, at the very least. Every little thing helps us with the case. Where'd stairs go? Here they are. Every little thing. We don't have to go in here, right?
What's the matter?
No.
Okay.
I'm just checking all the places that they let me. I know I have to go to the magic workshop. We don't need to go to Kaide's. Obviously. Obviously, we do not have to go to Kaide's. But she is dead as fuck. I'll show you. I'm gonna roll. God. No, he's not gonna let me roll the gotcha, fascist. I wonder if those two are still in here. They are. So, this is Himiko's research lab. What are we gonna investigate again? The trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it worked.
You know...
Well, you say that, but what if it was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms? I'm saying, what if Himiko was the Golden Witch? What about that, Shuichi? You don't have to believe one of us killed him as long as the Golden Witch did it, right?
That's...
Well, that would be a problem. It's not just about the trick. I need to ask that guy some questions. Which is why we're gonna talk to Samugi first. What are you doing here, Samugi? Huh? Well, I'm investigating. I know I'm playing, but it's plain to see I'm investigating.
Okay.
Is that so?
Hey, so
So, you find any clues? I'm still thinking about that. I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them.
No.
No, in fact, I still haven't found anything. Then get to it. Looking around is how you find clues. Also, I'm realizing while doing this stream, the specific kind of jaw shapes I have to do Kaito Momota's voice kind of make my teeth hurt. Because I'm kind of clenching my jaw the entire time I talk, like I'm halfway to doing a Duke Nukem. But I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad. Samugi gave Kokichi a meaningful glance. So I've decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way even plain old me can help out.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shuichi! Did you want to ask me something?
Okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. You're my favorite after all. When he says that, it sounds like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous.
Hey!
I know I'm his favorite. He gave me his underwear. I do, actually. It's about when we were kidnapped by Gonta yesterday. He snuck into our rooms to steal our motive videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late.
I see.
I see! You want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday. That's a good question to ask. The gym's off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious since everybody was doing their own thing.
hey,
And what were you doing then? It'd be easier if I just explained, step by step, what happened while I was out last night. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi Gonta... fucking hell. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi, Gonta brought Himiko and Angie. That was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonta's lab and headed toward the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour, the start of nighttime. But something happened. Something happened? Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. Then she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on my manners and relationships. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is, my mom or something?
If I remember correctly...
Didn't you ask Kurumi to be your mom earlier?
That's so mean.
She just kept talking, and finally let me go around 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then...
Please wait.
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet. I don't gotta listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Miss Maid. Catch me if you can.
That is...
Is that a request?
So that means...
And then I guess Kirumi decided to take tag super seriously. I tried my best, but in the end, she caught me a little before 10 p.m.
disappointed.
Then she started lecturing me again. Let me go when nighttime started. So do your alibis still hold up, even when she was chasing you around?
Maybe.
We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. Then from 9 p.m. until nighttime, both Kokichi and Kirumi have alibis. After Kirumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. But by the time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m. Then from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi. Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kirumi was lecturing me.
Huh?
Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I wonder who it was. A girl in her underwear. Miyu or Ruma. She used bug movie technique.
By the way,
Didn't you get captured by Gonta yesterday? You didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaito? Where were you? What were you doing?
Okay.
I was running around the whole time. I hid in bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. I see. Let's peep some shit. This is a bird cage. Or no. This is a big cage. I might fit inside this. This has nothing to do with the case. Oh, that peeves me off so bad that has nothing to do with the case. I could just... Okay, I'm better now. There are several swords stabbed in a human-sized box. But if there was a person inside, they would come out just fine. That's the trick, I think. This has nothing to do with the case. Is this used for magic tricks too? I've seen it in magic shows before. This has nothing to do with the case. What a huge saw. It's probably used for the saw a person in half trick. But he didn't say it has nothing to do with the case. Curious. It's a huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's show. Looks like the same tank Himiko used in the show. I guess this one was a backup. That's what Himiko told me and Kibo when we carried the tank out of here.
Then
Perhaps if we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick. Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or a mechanism. What's this? There's a segment of the tank near the top that opens up, but why open up there? Oh wait, perhaps it isn't random. This segment had to open up here. So she had a... because I guess if you have the water not all the way up to the top, you can just open that and walk out. Right. Which might be important. That's everything I need from here. Shit. Where else do I have to go? I don't remember where else I had to go, actually. We'll save real quick. Because it's been even more time since last save. If the trial starts immediately after this itinerary, I think we can get to the trial tonight. But where are we going? What did I still need to look at? Wait, did those two move? No. That's just where they put them on the map. Oh, I have to go to his room. That's right, that's right. So, are there any Monkumas? No. Where's his shit? Here he is.
So,
This is Ryoma's room, huh? So, where's his video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it on his bookcase.
Kaito opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them.
Huh? That's weird. I can't find it anywhere.
you're right.
I see. So we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself.
What do you mean?
Hey,
You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video.
remember.
If their motive video was left at the scene, they would be immediately suspicious. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence.
That's true.
Okay.
And then the video's not in the room, which means...
So it's just like we thought. That video was the motive.
Okay.
Yes, that's the best explanation I can think of.
That's my sidekick.
Alright, that's just what I'd expect from my top sidekick.
Shuichi.
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Nothing.
So,
By the way, I was thinking,
I mean,
maybe we all should have watched those motive videos after all.
Huh?
nah,
They showed the most important people to us, right?
that's right.
So, maybe we should have watched them. Without looking away from the truth.
I mean,
At the time, I agreed with Kibo, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind.
that's right.
And if we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together.
Watch them together?
Got it.
Yeah, we could have gathered together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone.
Yeah.
That's what cooperation is, right?
That's what Kokichi was trying to do.
Huh?
Hey,
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way?
Nah.
No, if that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us.
Gee.
That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing is, he's not normal.
That's right.
Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us.
That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor, for once. I hold that Kokichi is in fact trying to, like,
Already tired of
do the
investigating?
Kaide thing of bring everyone together,
Tired of it for a while now?
but, is trying to do it in a way that seems evil and dickish as to avoid, being directly targeted by Monokuma for reprisal, as is the case of happened to Kaide whenever she tried to get everybody to rally together. That's what I think.
Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see. But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kinda like searching the internet for that perfect porno video. In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway, the class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. See you later!
Wow, even with the half hour of lead time, it seems tonight will be coming to a close sooner than expected.
Looks like it's time, bro.
okay.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Hey, why do you look so worried now?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in me?
Why?
Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance I'm the cult.
Idiot.
I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
Isn't that why you believed in Kaide? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but
I believe in you.
if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
Shuichi,
We're still young. I can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
let's do it.
If you're not gonna get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaito. I know.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, that's the expression I wanted to see. Eh, that's my sidekick. He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive. Together.
That's it.
Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else. No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. You can do it. I believe in you. Now, let's go to the Shrine of Judgment.
Everyone!
Is everyone ready? Not like we have a choice, right? That's not his voice. Not like we have a choice, right? I don't know. Whatever. You're quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time.
Hey,
Right, Himiko? How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate! You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait,
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
You're right. Ramble, 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 ramble. Oh yeah. They had to install a whole new one of those fancy little water cup things between last case and this one. We just got like a whole warehouse full of those little cups off campus somewhere. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door, it started up again. Normally, I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged, my heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves. The elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just beginning.
Welcome!
You've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the one who used the exosols to build this courtroom. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave, my father.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so cute.
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us. As in, they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Then, the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here, right now. I want to believe it's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all. But if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. To get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. We're gonna save. So that next time, for the 7th stream, will be the Chapter 2 class trial. Yowee. Close the game there as we pivot to the outro screen. I want to thank you all for coming on this day of days, this Danganronpa Thursday. As for the next 2 weeks, I will put that schedule up when it is done. I'm not quite sure what the scheduling is yet. Next week's going to be slightly weird. Because Thursday, when would normally be Danganronpa Thursday, is my birthday. So I'm probably gonna do something for that. I mean, I don't have like out of the house plans as such. I was probably gonna go to dinner the night before. But I think it would be fun to do some kind of a special big stream for that somehow. I'm still figuring out what I want to do for that. So it's possible, depending on the schedules, Danganronpa Thursday next week might, in fact, be Danganronpa Monday. Or Tuesday or Wednesday, depending. Because I'm going to try and figure out also when the rest of the crew are scheduled, so I can schedule around doing more group stuff with them, because I'd like to do that. But we'll figure that out. Until next time, thank you so much, and we'll be back soon for the Case 2 class trial. Good night.